Unemployment insurance weekly claims. Transmission of materials in this release is embargoed until 8:30 a.m. Eastern, Thursday, January 7, 2021. Seasonally adjusted data. In the week ending January 2, the advance figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 787,000, a decrease of 3,000 from the previous week's revised level. The previous week's level was revised up by 3,000 from 787,000 to 790,000. The 4-week moving average was 818,750, a decrease of 18,750 from the previous week's revised average. The previous week's average was revised up by 750 from 836,750 to 837,500. The advanced seasonally adjusted insured unemployment rate was 3.5% for the week ending December 26, unchanged from the previous week's revised rate. The previous week's rate was revised down by 0.1 from 3.6 to 3.5%. The advance number for seasonally adjusted insured unemployment during the week ending December 26 was 5,072,000, a decrease of 126,000 from the previous week's revised level. The previous week's level was revised down by 21,000 from 5,219,000 to 5,198,000. The 4-week moving average was 5,274,750, a decrease of 177,250 from the previous week's revised average. The previous week's average was revised down by 5,250 from 5,457,250 to 5,452,000. Unadjusted data. The advance number of actual initial claims under state programs, unadjusted, totaled 922,072 in the week ending January 2, an increase of 77,400, or 9.2%, from the previous week. The seasonal factors had expected an increase of 81,127, or 9.6%, from the previous week. There were 335,480 initial claims in the comparable week in 2020. In addition, for the week ending January 2, 45 states reported 161,460 initial claims for pandemic unemployment assistance. The advance unadjusted insured unemployment rate was 3.7% during the week ending December 26, an increase of 0.1 percentage point from the prior week. The advance unadjusted level of insured unemployment in state programs totaled 5,382,459. An increase of 145,444, or 2.8%, from the preceding week. The seasonal factors had expected an increase of 271,437, or 5.2%, from the previous week. A year earlier the rate was 1.5% and the volume was 2,147,170. The total number of continued weeks claimed for benefits in all programs for the week ending December 19 was 19,176,857, a decrease of 419,228 from the previous week. There were 1,803,796 weekly claims filed for benefits in all programs in the comparable week in 2019. During the week ending December 19, extended benefits were available in the following 24 states: Alaska, California, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Texas, the Virgin Islands, and Washington. Initial claims for UI benefits filed by former federal civilian employees totaled 1,772 in the week ending December 26, an increase of 103 from the prior week. There were 735 initial claims filed by newly discharged veterans, a decrease of 119 from the preceding week. There were 16,772 continued weeks claimed filed by former federal civilian employees the week ending December 19, a decrease of 236 from the previous week. Newly discharged veterans claiming benefits totaled 9,094, a decrease of 815 from the prior week. During the week ending December 19, 51 states reported 8,383,387 continued weekly claims for pandemic unemployment assistance benefits and 51 states reported 4,516,900 continued claims for pandemic emergency unemployment compensation benefits. The highest insured unemployment rates in the week ending December 19 were in Puerto Rico 7.8, Alaska 6.4, California 6.0, Kansas 5.9, Nevada 5.6, Illinois 5.5, New Mexico 5.5, Pennsylvania 5.2, Washington 5.1, and District of Columbia 4.6. The largest increases in initial claims for the week ending December 26 were in New York, plus 10,318, California, plus 10,071, Kentucky, plus 4,341, Missouri, plus 4,105, and New Jersey, plus 2,851, while the largest decreases were in Illinois, minus 34,568, Pennsylvania, minus 9,026, Georgia, minus 7,713, Kansas, minus 3,710, and Texas, minus 3,531. Unemployment insurance data for regular state programs. Week ending January 2. Initial claims seasonally adjusted 787,000. Initial claims not seasonally adjusted 922,072. 4-week moving average seasonally adjusted 818,750. Week ending December 26. Insured unemployment seasonally adjusted 5,072,000. Insured unemployment not seasonally adjusted 5,382,459. 4-week moving average seasonally adjusted 5,274,750. Insured unemployment rate seasonally adjusted 3.5%. Insured unemployment rate not seasonally adjusted 3.7%. Initial claims filed in federal programs unadjusted. Week ending January 2. Pandemic unemployment assistance 161,460. Week ending December 26. Federal employees UCFE 1,772. Newly discharged veterans UCX 735. Continued weeks claimed filed for UI benefits in all programs unadjusted. Week ending December 19. Total 19,176,857. Footnotes. SA seasonally adjusted data, NSA not seasonally adjusted data. Continued weeks claimed represent all weeks of benefits claimed during the week being reported, and do not represent weeks claimed by unique individuals. 1. Prior year is comparable to most recent data. 2. Most recent week used covered employment of 146,534,375 as denominator. 3. Information on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) program can be found in UIPL 16-20, PUA program information. 4. Information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation (PEUC) program can be found in Unemployment Insurance Program Letter, UIPL 17-20, PEUC program information. 5. Information on the EB program can be found here, EB program information. 6. Some states maintain additional benefit programs for those claimants who exhaust regular benefits, and when applicable, extended benefits. Information on states that participate, and the extent of benefits paid, can be found starting on page 4-4 of this link, Extensions and Special Programs PDF. 7. Information on STC work sharing can be found starting on page 4-8 of the following link, Extensions and Special Programs PDF. 8. Totals include PUA unemployment for the appropriate corresponding week. Advanced state claims, not seasonally adjusted. Initial claims filed during week ended January 2. U.S. total 922,072. Insured unemployment for week ended December 26. U.S. total 5,382,459. Note: advance claims are not directly comparable to claims reported in prior weeks. Advance claims are reported by the state liable for paying the unemployment compensation, whereas previous week's reported claims reflect claimants by state of residence. In addition, claims reported as work-share equivalent in the previous week are added to the advance claims as a proxy for the current week's work-share equivalent activity. Seasonally adjusted US weekly UI claims in thousands. Week ending January 2, 2021. Initial claims 787. Week ending December 26, 2020. Insured unemployment 5,072. Pandemic unemployment assistance claims, not seasonally adjusted. PUA initial claims filed during week ended January 2. U.S. total 161,460. PUA continued claims for week ended December 19. U.S. total, 8,383,387. Note, information on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) program can be found in UIPL 16-20, PUA program information. Backdated claims may be included in these figures. Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation continued claims, not seasonally adjusted. PEUC claims filed during weeks ended December 19. U.S. total, 4,516,900. Note, information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation (PEUC) program can be found in Unemployment Insurance Program Letter, UIPL 17-20, PEUC program information. Extended Benefits (EB) continued claims, not seasonally adjusted. EB claims filed during weeks ended December 19. U.S. total, 951,364. Note, information on the EB program can be found here, EB program information. Initial claims filed during week ended December 26. Totals, 844,672. Insured unemployment for week ended December 19. Totals, 5,237,015. Figures appearing in columns showing over the week changes reflect all revisions in data for prior week submitted by state agencies. 1. The Unemployment Compensation Program for Federal Employees (UCFE) and the Unemployment Compensation for Ex-Service Members (UCX) exclude claims filed jointly under other programs to avoid duplication. 2. Rate is not seasonally adjusted. The source of U.S. total covered employment is BLS. Unadjusted initial claims for week ended December 26, 2020. States with an increase of more than 1,000. State change. State supplied comment. New York, plus 10,318. Layoffs in the accommodations and food services, construction, and health care and social assistance industries. California, plus 10,071. Layoffs in the service industry. Kentucky, plus 4,341. Missouri, plus 4,105. New Jersey, plus 2,851. Tennessee, plus 2,764. Layoffs in the administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, transportation and warehousing, retail trade, and health care and social assistance industries. Minnesota, plus 1,974. Washington, plus 1,532. Layoffs in the agriculture, forestry, fishing, and hunting, mining, quarrying, and oil and gas extraction, and management of companies and enterprises industries. Massachusetts, plus 1,409. Connecticut, plus 1,160. States with a decrease of more than 1,000. State change. State supplied comment. Illinois, minus 34,568. Pennsylvania, minus 9,026. Fewer layoffs in the manufacturing, health care and social assistance, and educational services industries. Georgia, minus 7,713. Fewer layoffs in the transportation and warehousing, accommodation and food services, trade, and administrative and support and waste management and remediation services industries. Kansas, minus 3,710. Texas, minus 3,531. Virginia, minus 2,750. Ohio, minus 2,349. Florida, minus 2,076. Fewer layoffs in the construction, manufacturing, retail trade, and service industries. Alabama, minus 2,037. Fewer layoffs in the accommodation and food services, administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, and retail trade industries. New Mexico, minus 1,215. Rhode Island, minus 1,197. Technical notes. This news release presents the weekly unemployment insurance (UI) claims reported by each state's unemployment insurance program offices. These claims may be used for monitoring workload volume, assessing state program operations, and for assessing labor market conditions. States initially report claims directly taken by the state liable for the benefit payments, regardless of where the claimant who filed the claim resided. These are the basis for the advance initial claims and continued claims reported each week. These data come from ETA 538, Advance Weekly Initial and Continued Claims Report. The following week initial claims and continued claims are revised based on a second reporting by states that reflect the claimants by state of residence. These data come from the ETA 539, Weekly Claims and Extended Benefits Trigger Data Report. A. Initial claims. An initial claim is a claim filed by an unemployed individual after a separation from an employer. The claimant requests a determination of basic eligibility for the UI program. When an initial claim is filed with a state, certain programmatic activities take place, and these result in activity counts, including the count of initial claims. The count of U.S. initial claims for unemployment insurance is a leading economic indicator because it is an indication of emerging labor market conditions in the country. However, these are weekly administrative data which are difficult to seasonally adjust, making the series subject to some volatility. B. Continued weeks claimed. A person who has already filed an initial claim and who has experienced a week of unemployment then files a continued claim to claim benefits for that week of unemployment. On a weekly basis, continued claims are also referred to as insured unemployment, as continued claims reflect a good approximation of the current number of insured unemployed workers filing for UI benefits. The count of U.S. continued weeks claimed is also a good indicator of labor market conditions. While continued claims are not a leading indicator, they roughly coincide with economic cycles at their peaks and lag at cycle troughs. They provide confirming evidence of the direction of the U.S. economy. C. Seasonal adjustments and annual revisions. Over the course of a year, the weekly changes in the levels of initial claims and continued claims undergo regularly occurring fluctuations. These fluctuations may result from seasonal changes in weather, major holidays, the opening and closing of schools, or other similar events. Because these seasonal events follow a more or less regular pattern each year, their influence on the level of a series can be tempered by adjusting for regular seasonal variation. These adjustments make trend and cycle developments easier to spot. At the beginning of each calendar year, the Bureau of Labor Statistics provides the Employment and Training Administration (ETA) with a set of seasonal factors to apply to the unadjusted data during that year. Concurrent with the implementation and release of the new seasonal factors, ETA incorporates revisions to the UI claims historical series caused by updates to the unadjusted data. U.S. Department of Labor news materials are accessible at http://www.dol.gov.